Student loans, to pay early or not to pay early? That is the question. Student loan debt is a tough reality for most of today's college graduates. If you have student loans, it is likely the most important investment decision you face right now. So the question is, should you pay off student loan debt early or not? The answer is a solid maybe. You generally will fall somewhere in the spectrum between these two positions. Reasonable position number 1.
I should pay as much as I can every month in order to cut into my principal, minimize the amount I pay over the life of the loan, and eliminate my student loans as soon as possible. I'm not going to be able to save at a better rate than my student loan interest rates, and therefore, this is the best use of my money in the long run.
Reasonable position number 2.
I should pay the minimum amount right now. Hey, I've got a decent salary, and I anticipate in 5 years that I'll be making significantly more money than I am right now. I want to be able to have cash for emergencies today and start saving for the long term. Cash is more valuable to me today than any extra money saved on student loan payments in the future.
Here's the thing. The decision truly depends on each person's financial situation. The right decision depends very much on your personal profile. But here are some key factors that you should base your decision on. An emergency fund. Do you have one set up yet? If not, you should strongly consider building up 3 to 6 months of expenses before you start paying your student loans off early. Liquidity is important. If something goes wrong, you're still going to have to make the minimum payments on your student loans. So having some extra cash lying around could be really useful. Same thing with a retirement account, especially if you have a 401k. When you're young, it's important to start investing early and get your money to start working for you. The more money you put towards paying down your student loans, the less you have to invest, and vice versa. Interest rate. How high are the rates on your loans? If they're lower than your other outstanding debt, like credit cards or car loans, you should probably pay those off completely before you start devoting extra money to paying off your student loans early. On the other hand, when you pay off your student loans, you can lock in a guaranteed return equivalent to the loan's interest rate. If your student loan interest rates are higher than the return you think you can make in the market, you should probably pay off your student loans. Goals. Are you looking to buy a house in the next few years, go back to school, or travel abroad? Well, these costs can add up, and it's important to have enough cash on hand to pay for these types of expenses. Paying your student loans early may limit your ability to fund these goals. And finally, personal preference. Student loan debt is a personal thing. Many people want to get rid of this debt as fast as possible because they feel it looms over them. If being totally debt-free is your financial priority because you don't like the burden of debt, that's fine. But there also isn't anything wrong with paying off student loans over a period of 10 or 20 years, as long as you have a plan and you're making a conscious decision. During that time, you can save money for other things you want. Travel, a home, a car, further education, retirement, whatever. Again, it's called personal finance for a reason. It all depends on your unique position. Now, I know we didn't give you a straight answer, but hopefully these factors can help you make the best decision for you on whether to pay your student loans off early or not.